Welcome to the December 2013 episode of Iowa City in Focus. I'm your host, Mary Bryant. Now, the cold weather has settled in, but that doesn't mean that you have to give up your Saturday morning farmers markets. There is a new winter farmers market being held by the City of Iowa City on Saturday mornings throughout the winter. On this month's episode, I'll talk with Cassidy Bell, the market supervisor for the City of Iowa City's Parks and Recreation Department, about this new farmers market. Then you'll get a glimpse of an Eco Iowa City event that will help you reclaim your festive spirit during the holidays, and we'll take a look at the calendar to highlight some of the events going on in Iowa City during December. Stay tuned! Today I'm talking with Cassidy Bell, who is the market supervisor for the Parks and Recreation Department here at the City of Iowa City. And we're talking about the Winter Farmers Market that started up on November 23rd at the Iowa City Marketplace, which is formerly Sycamore Mall. So Cassidy, can you tell me a little bit of general information about this new Winter Farmers Market?
Sure, it's running from November 23rd to April 26th at the Iowa City Marketplace, Sycamore Mall. We're going to be there from 10 to 1 every Saturday this year, and we can expect between 20 and 35 vendors probably each week.
And is there a week in December when it's not running?
The holiday markets for the City of Iowa City were on November 16th and December 14th, and so on those Saturdays there was no holiday or no winter market.
Okay, it's just so that people don't try to go on the 14th.
So on December 14th, go to the Rec Center, the Robert A. Lee Rec Center, from 8 to 1 for all of your market needs.
Okay, and so what sorts of goods can people expect to find at the Winter Farmers Market throughout the course of the winter?
We have a couple produce vendors. This winter, there's still some apples and squash, garlic, onions, things like that. And then starting early in the spring, we'll have more greens and other spring vegetables coming in.
Do you expect that some of the produce vendors will still have some fresh produce still available deep into the winter months?
We're hoping that there will be fresh produce throughout the whole market. It's hard to tell what this winter is going to look like and if they'll still be able to grow any greens, but any farmer that has storage vegetables like potatoes or squash should be able to keep something around.
People will have to check it out to find
out.
And
I think we started this market pretty late this year, so some of our produce vendors didn't realize that we were going to have a winter market. And next year, when they can plan ahead a little bit, they might be able to prepare a few more winter vegetables that they'd have available.
Sure.
Then we also have a lot of craft vendors. We have soap, pastas, dried pastas. There are some jewelry vendors, pottery, lots of good things to check out there.
Is this replacing the Grantwood Marketplace?
It is. We are going to run this one every week, more consistently than the Grantwood Marketplace, and I think that being in the former Sycamore Mall should be a little more visible, and we're hoping to get more traffic from people that are just out shopping on the east side.
We'll come back to my conversation with Cassidy in a moment, but first let's get an update from Eco Iowa City, a grant-funded initiative to locally improve environmental sustainability. So far this year, Eco Iowa City has covered food and water units, and now it's time for the holiday unit.
So we're at the Eastside Recycling Center tonight, and this is our middle holiday event for Eco Iowa City. And tonight's really about just coming to get some ideas for celebrating a simpler holiday. So we're going to do a make a mix for cocoa, so people could come and make cocoa mix and take a pint home with them. We have ideas of other things that people have either made or been given as holiday gifts that have been homemade. We have some displays, we have cookie making, we have live music. So it's kind of an open house type forum. Just lots of fun, relaxing, helping people to get into the holiday spirit in a very simple way. The holiday unit is a mini unit in between our other 4 units. We had a food and water unit already this fall, and we have an energy and consumption unit coming up in the spring. So this kind of is a fun in-between half unit. It's really to encourage people to think about the holidays differently, to think about consuming less, still having good holidays, having good food, having live music, still having really good holidays, but maybe with some less stuff. Our main person for the holiday unit is Susan Salterberg, and her program is called Reclaim Your Holidays, and it was funded a few years ago through a program called the Solid Waste Alternative Program through the DNR, and it's also partially where Eco Iowa City got some funding, so it seems like a natural collaboration to work with Susan on a holiday unit when she's already done the vast majority of the work. So we're helping highlight what she's doing and helping bring it to Iowa City.
The Reclaim Your Holidays project is an initiative to try to get Iowans to create more fun, meaningful holidays that are also kinder to the environment. Being from the Center for Energy and Environmental Education, we are obviously interested in environmental issues, and we see that at the holidays, particularly at the winter holidays, there is a lot of stress, a lot of purchasing of material goods that aren't necessarily even making us happier. And research shows us that the things that are most important to us are our friends and our families, those relationships, and time for leisure activities. And so we figure we want to focus on what we really enjoy and not so much on the consumption part. I got involved with this initiative because I am seeing that we're not always pursuing the things that provide us the most joy and meaning, and at the same time the things that we are pursuing sometimes have really a lot of environmental damage. So let's pursue what we really care about and hopefully boost our quality of life and provide some environmental protection at the same time.
Alternative gift giving is really looking at people, what people can use and what they want, instead of just giving someone a gift that's going to end up at the local landfill. And as for me as a recycling coordinator, that's really what this whole thing is about. It's making sure that if you're giving gifts, you're giving thoughtful gifts like experiences, movie tickets, handmade crafts, or something that people are really going to use and appreciate, not that's going to end up in the landfill in January. I started pulling stuff together that I've gotten from my family over the years, just as really simple, really heartfelt gifts. And one of them was a cookbook that we had given my grandmother years and years ago, and when she passed away, my parents actually gave it back to me, so it's kind of made the rounds to the family.
I have made piñatas for my nieces and nephews. I have created a scavenger hunt for them, given them pictures of themselves in a collage form, so done a variety of things to try to have them have a memory. I have since learned that research shows that people remember experiences longer than they remember a material gift. So there are lots of bonuses to giving an experiential gift.
Learn more about how to reclaim your holidays and celebrate with less stress and more joy at reclaimyourholidays.org. You'll find creative gift ideas, suggestions on how to reduce your holiday waste, and more. To find out what's coming up for Eco Iowa City, visit icgov.org/eco. And now let's return to my conversation with Cassidy Bell about the Winter Farmers Market. How did this market come about? Did it grow out of the Grantwood Marketplace?
Yeah, we've had interest from shoppers and vendors for years about getting a winter market started in Iowa City, and the Grantwood Market was a good place to start. We were trying to get more energy into the East Side neighborhood, and we work with Grantwood School a lot as a city, so it was a convenient place to begin. We had good access for vendors to load and unload, and it was a nice space. It was just really hidden back in that neighborhood, and we didn't get as many customers as we were hoping. The request for winter market was still really strong, and it's been vendors that have been pushing to get it into Sycamore Mall. They think that the visibility and the traffic would just be better there, so hopefully it's a successful market and it can continue to grow in the coming years.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember the Grantwood Market was about 2 every month, right?
Mm-hmm. We did it only 2 years. The first year we did every other Saturday for November through April. And then the second year, it got another slow start, and it ended up only running in March and April. And so there just wasn't any consistency to it, and it was difficult for vendors to plan their other markets around it. So we're hoping that this one will stick around. And
okay. But it seems like the interest is there, and
Yeah,
in a community like
definitely.
Iowa City
Oh,
and
yeah.
the surrounding areas, I could definitely see an interest for a weekly.
Well, and seeing New Bow take off, I think some of the Iowa Cityans got a little jealous and they want to step up their
Absolutely.
market game.
And I think
so.
Dubuque has a winter farmers market,
Yeah, and Mount
they do
Vernon
really
meets
well.
every week, and they have a very successful, vibrant market. So there's no reason that Iowa City couldn't sustain a winter market.
Great. So I've actually walked through Sycamore Mall recently. Can you tell me where to
sure.
find the farmers market?
We're planning on being right in the middle aisle. We're gonna start on Panera's side and then work our way to the old Von Mauer. And if we have enough vendors, we might hop over Von Mauer and use the other side over towards Van Franklin. But we will just be right in the very center of the main aisle for the most part. We'll maybe be covering some of the vacant storefronts, but we won't be in the way of any of the regular shopping at the market for sure.
Okay, sort of like when there's an antique show or something.
Yeah,
there's
it'll
just
be a
kind
lot
of
like when they used to do the
where you
craft
walk.
shows over there. Yep, where each stall is 8 feet by 8 feet, so we'll just have little squares right in the middle.
Sure. And where can people park? Just right in the Sycamore Mall parking
Yeah,
lot?
just right in the regular parking lot for the mall. We're going to have some of our prepared food vendors from Washington Street at the Saturday markets there in the parking lot.
Oh.
So you can get your pizza or egg rolls and empanadas still. And I think they're going to be over close to Panera.
Okay, so most of it starts at the Panera side.
Yeah, we're going to be mostly on that side of the mall.
Great. So it sounds like there's a possibility of expanding if you get more vendors. Are you still taking applications from vendors?
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody can sign up to be a vendor. They just need to register on managemymarket.com. It's a farmers market scheduling website, and you create a profile, and then they can apply for the 2013-2014 Iowa City Winters Market. And I will get a notification about that in my email, and I can contact them about scheduling dates. Or they can call me or email me, and I can help them figure out how to get registered.
Okay, do they have to commit to a certain amount of time?
No, since this is the first year that we're doing it at the Iowa City Marketplace, and we're still kind of getting our feet on the ground, we are just accepting applicants from week-to-week basis. So everybody, we do have some vendors that have signed up for the whole season, but everybody is just going to be paying weekly installments.
Well, thanks for chatting with me today, Cassidy. And everybody at home, be sure to check out the Winter Farmers Market. It's every single week, except for December 14th, throughout the winter. So if you're missing the farmers market, head out to the former Sycamore Mall, now the Iowa City Marketplace. It's time to get out your calendar as we take a look at some of the events going on in December leading up to the holidays. Celebrate the Season is happening in downtown Iowa City on December 6th and 7th. Check out downtowniowacity.com for a full schedule. The Holiday Thieves Market and Wine Tasting will be held on December 7th and 8th at the Iowa Memorial Union. There's a family fun night planned for December 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Mercer Aquatic Center. The Iowa City Holiday Market is on December 14th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Robert A. Lee Recreation Center. Parents, you can now sign your children up for winter break camp with the Parks and Recreation Department. Learn more at icgov.org/PR or call 319-356-5100. You can watch all of these segments again by visiting citychannel4.com/video or by turning to Channel 5 and calling in to Video on Demand. Check out some of our past shows while you're there. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook to receive updates about other City Channel 4 programs you may enjoy. Find us there at facebook.com/citychannel4. Thanks for watching this month's episode of Iowa City in Focus. Now we'll leave you with a glimpse of last year's fun at the Iowa City Downtown District's Celebrate the Season event. Once again, this year it's happening on December 6th and 7th. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in 2014.